Yo guys, welcome to this new video. In today's video we've got the brand new Reedin HyperModel. So we're gonna test the HyperModel in combination with the new Dreamstick X V2. It's a nice morning with 20 to 25 knots and I'm gonna test the 9-meter HyperModel. So check it out.
Kitemana, your online kite store.
So I just launched the kite. First impression, this kite is very quick and light in the sky. So when I just launched it, I pulled the bar and it was very quick because of the Alula as well. It also has a very thin leading edge, what I noticed when I was pumping it up. Yeah, it has more feedback on the bar than the HGF, which I like a little bit more. Right away, I've got a good feeling about this kite and I know where the kite stands. So I think I have the trust in this kite to pull some good moves as well. So for now, enough talking. Let's go on the water for some real action. Ciao! So first time riding this kite, I could feel that the kite is much more upwind than the normal HGF, which means that the kite is very controllable in higher wind speeds. Normally I would ride with a 10 right now and it would be a little bit harder to hold. And now I'm with a 9 and I have the perfect power. And I could also hold my edge long and go for a big boost. So just ended the perfect kite session after a long term of no wind with the Reedin HyperModel. I really enjoyed this kite and we'll go back to the shop and tell you everything about it. So the Reedin HyperModel still has the DNA of the normal Reedin Supermodel HGF, but the HyperModel has the Alula gold material on the leading edge and the strut, which makes the kite a lot more efficient in low-end to high-end conditions. The bar pressure on the HyperModel was more than on the normal HGF, which I could feel when riding. And for me that's a positive thing because I like the more feedback on the bar and you could feel that the sportier feeling on the bar is a new recognizable thing on the HyperModel in comparison to the Supermodel HGF. So the feel on the bar while riding could be also an impact of the Alula material on the HyperModel. So while riding the kite, the wind was a little bit up and down from 18 to 25 knots and there were a little bit of rain clouds coming over, which meant that the wind was not that steady and a little bit gusty. But with the HyperModel, I could feel that I could ride in the 18, so in the lower wind, but also in the higher wind. And I never had the feeling that I needed to change kites bigger or smaller. I was with the 9, but also had the opportunity to go with the 10. And the 11, but I choose for the 9 to also test the lower and the higher end capabilities of the HyperModel. So I could definitely approve that the wind range of the HyperModel is very good from low end to high again. So also a big benefit of the HyperModel is that the kite is very comfortable at the beginning. I do not have to gain any confidence when I launch the kite. And when riding I could directly go for my normal tricks what I do on my personal kites, which is a very good thing. Some kites you need to get some confidence and get used to the kites. But with the HyperModel I didn't have a problem with that, which is a good thing. Also with dark slides, even in a hooked kite loop I would never do on such kites, for example. But I just did it and it felt great. So yeah, very good. So therefore the HyperModel is very easy to navigate. You know where the kite is in the air, you could navigate it very easy into the sky without any effort. Also with board offs, it's very light on the bar and you can down loop it very easy. You can do your tricks effortless with one hand. So in terms of hang time, the HyperModel is about the same as the normal Supermodel HGF, which is perfect. Not a crazy amount of hang time, but just perfect for a normal bow kite. And I'm keen to test the 8-meter, for example, in some stronger winds to test what the HyperModel 8-meter is capable of in extreme high-end conditions. So a small thing about the new Dreamstick X V2 as well. I rode the bar in combination with the HyperModel, and the new Reedin Dreamstick X V2 has new SK99 lines, which means they are probably the best lines at the market right now. They have less shrink and less stretch on the lines, which means that the kite should also be more effective in combination with the SK99 lines and the Dreamstick X V2 bar. I think the combination of the Dreamstick and the HyperModel is an ideal combination, and I really enjoyed riding the bar. I think also a big plus point on the Dreamstick is that it comes in 2 versions of the D-Power line with the monoblock, which means if you have shorter arms or longer arms, you could go for a shorter version or a longer version, which is the Dreamstick Shorty. So if you have shorter arms, definitely go look at that one. So I also rode the KevPro, which is a perfect board in a 136. And with the carbon reinforcements, it's a very stiff and nice board. And we had some flat water in front of the beach where I could ride with power. And it's a very nice board, so check that out as well. All in all, I think we should give Reedin the credits for building a great HyperModel kite for the first a Lula version. In combination with the bar, yeah, they did a very good job launching 2 new products, and I'm keen to see what they bring in the future as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and like and subscribe, and let us know what you want to see in the next videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.